Yes, 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 beautiful ones. How are you? I am your girl, Larissa Bella. This is Watermelon Thick. Okay. Beautiful ones. So, as you know, before we go any further, okay, I do an energy love hug. If you're new to Watermelon Thick, beautiful ones, an energy love hug is when I just send out beautiful, loving energy and you receive it and you send me some back and I receive it. So just bring it in, love. Bring it in. Come on, bring it in. Yes, 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 yes. Come get some love. And y'all know how I do. It's always one, right? It's always one in the background. They mad. They didn't have a good day. They want to stand in the corner. They don't want to come and receive this love. What we say? Get your ass over here. Get over here and come and get some of this love, baby. Because we what? We all need a hug, okay? So bring it in. Bring it in. Embrace it. Embrace it. Yes. Now, you guys, I do shout outs, right? But before we get into that, I need to sprinkle, right? I want to sprinkle some little magic fairy dust on these beautiful people that I am about to give a shout out to. I had to do that, okay? So let's get in there. My shout outs, okay? It's to my listeners, my followers, the ones who fucks with Watermelon Thick. Okay? I want to give a shout out to the states in USA that listens to Watermelon Thick. Okay? Number one, Cali. What's up? Y'all know that's where I'm from, baby. The West Coast. Hey, what's up? Ohio. What's up, Ohio? How you doing? Mwah. Thank you. North Carolina, big ups to North Carolina. What's up, North Carolina? Thank you much. Kentucky, you look to Kentucky. You short out Watermelon Thick. I love it. What's up, Maine? Hey, Maine. Maine, I didn't think you had it in you. Okay. Missouri, what's up, Missouri? Big shout out to Missouri. Hey, Missouri. You know what? I've never been to Missouri, but I'm just feeling the love, okay? North Dakota. What's up, North Dakota? You feeling me? I'm feeling you too, North Dakota. That's what's up. Now, this is a place that I've been to and I love. Let me give y'all a little secret. I've been to New York as an entertainer. I was in a rap group called Deaf Dames Beautiful Ones, okay? I'm just, don't nobody really know that until, But New York, what the is up, New York? How are you? I fucks with New York, okay? Oh my goodness. I appreciate the love, New York, okay? And, baby, Oregon, what you doing? Oregon. You fucks with Watermelon Thick too, baby. Yes, Oregon. Yes, baby. I fucks with you too. What's up? Now, I have to keep going with these shout outs. Let me sprinkle a little bit more, baby, because y'all have you don't know. Next, for those who listens to Watermelon Thick, what's up, Australia? What's up, my Aussies? What's up, Australia? What the is up, Australia? Yes. We got Australia Capital Territory, baby. We got Queensland. We got Victoria. And we have Western Australia. What up, Australia? What's up, baby? What's up, baby? What's up? I love Australia, y'all. I ain't never been to Australia, of course, but let me say this. Australia fucks with Watermelon Thick, okay? Now I gotta keep going, baby. Bangladesh. Ladesh. Y'all, I'm fucking it up. I'm sorry. Bangladesh, South Asia, Bangladesh. Now y'all know, you know what? You know why I love this. Bang, bang, baby. I fucks with you. Thank you. I love you because y'all fucks with watermelon thick, baby. My mouth, my foul mouth, and everything in between. Hey, you know y'all like family. You know this. We know this, okay? Baby, I gotta give a shout out to United Kingdom. What's up, England? What's up, United Kingdom? Y'all fucks with watermelon thick. I know this shout out is pretty long. I don't give a damn because this is who listens to watermelon thick, okay? Water, not with the ER, okay? WATA. Get to know it, baby. I'm spending time on this shout out because these are the people who follow me. They listen to watermelon thick, and I just want to show my fucking love and appreciation. What's up, United Kingdom? Blessings. And one more I gotta give a shout out to. And I'm gonna tell y'all right now, baby, I am a black woman. And we is not with the bullshit. I gotta give a shout out to Israel. What's up, Israel? Israel. Israelis, what's up, baby? What's up? Yes. Let me tell you something about Israel. I ain't never been there either. But I know the tongue. Do you hear what I'm saying? Because, baby, I speak in tongues. Now, maybe not when I should, but I do. Okay, let me say, Israel, I'm speaking for all the black people here in this America, okay? We not with none of the bullshit, okay? We got to fight these same motherfuckers over here, okay? It may not be as bad as it is over there, but let me tell you, we fights up over here. We fight the same system, the same bullshit up over here. And I'm keeping it 100 because this is what the fuck I do up over here, okay? So Israel, I send peace and protection to everybody that's listening. You know, I send love, peace, and protection to everyone. Because one thing is this, if you are minding your business and you're building for your community and your people and you giving love and you not hurting no motherfucking body, people need to leave you the fuck alone. And I said what I said, period. Okay? So big up, big love and protection to Israel, to everybody. You know, it's a damn shame that, yeah, there was a break for a second. Okay? But I stand what I stand and I mean what I say because I love people. I love peaceful beings. Let me put it to you this way. I love peaceful people. And if you about peace and love and leaving the next motherfucker alone and not hurting nobody, you fucks with me, I fucks with you. Okay? So Israel, I'm sending peace and love to your beautiful ones. Okay? I love you. Thank you for your energy and your time to even listen to watermelon thick, okay? Because y'all know what this is, baby. Watermelon thick, if you new over here, baby, you know what it is. I'm talking about love, sex, and relationships. And sometimes I get down grimy with it, baby. But that's just what it is. Okay, I done spent 8 minutes on my shout outs and I don't give a damn. It is what it is. Okay, you guys, so let's get into it, right? So this topic is about intentions. Okay, intentions attached to love, right? So when we talk about intentions, right, intentions in love are the conscious choices and guiding principles that underpin our approach to relationships, both with ourselves and others, in context of healthy and unhealthy relations. Okay, but first, let's consider the intentions that are unhealthy. Okay, that's what I want to get into. For example, right, we have greed. And I feel like greed, and I also have manipulation, right? When it comes to greed and manipulation, as far as intentions, and it being connected to unhealthy intentions with love, right? You know, I'm going to give examples, right? Greed. This is when someone solely seeks out someone for their money, right? for what they have financially. And I want to place manipulation in that, because when people purposely seek out someone to be in a relationship with them, right? And it's all about this person's financial, how they can gain financially with this person, right? It does have manipulation added to that. It does. Why? Because this person is not being genuine. They're not telling the truth. They're manipulating you to think that they're someone that they're not. Okay? They have to portray them being this type of person that's the opposite. Right? They're pretending, oh, I'm not this type of person. I'm not a greedy person. I'm not a gold digger. I'm not a, let me say this. Gold diggers can be women and men. Okay? Because there's a lot of women out here with status and with money. And so men look at that too, right? And they seek out these women, just like women seek out men that has financial, that's doing well, right? So their intentions are not pure. Their intentions are not honest, right? So that's an example of how greed and manipulation goes together with people's intentions when it comes to love in an unhealthy way, okay? I have codependency. And you, depending on who you're talking to, you go, how can codependency be an intention? How can that intention be attached to love, Larissa? And I even thought about this, right? Because you have a lot of people that they don't feel loved. And they use love. They use love to fulfill that emptiness, right? They use that codependency solely. They're not worried about your money. They're not worried about nothing else. They just need another person to feel complete. And some people may say, how is that unhealthy? Well, you have to understand that this person doesn't have their own identity without this other person, right? They don't know who they are without this person. They don't even want to find out who they are, right? Their whole existence is about being with someone. So the reason why this is so unhealthy, because this person could put themselves in a way where they're addicted to love, right? And what I mean by that, I don't mean that in a positive way, of course. I'm talking about these unhealthy ways. Codependency, right? It's like they just jump from relationship to relationship because they need somebody. They cannot be by themselves, okay? And I'm going to bring that with, I'm going to attach codependency with controlling, right? Because controlling is another thing that it's another intention, right? That someone will have towards love. They attach that towards love, being controlling. It's kind of like manipulation at the same time, right? You're seeking this person, you're seeking this relationship, but you only seek it out to be controlling, right? Controlling in this relationship. You don't want this person to do this. You don't want this person to do that. They can't go here. They can't go there. They shouldn't wear that. They shouldn't wear this, You're navigating their whole life. You're controlling their whole life. And all these things come with this deception, right? Deception, because you're deceiving who you are. You're not showing this to anyone in the beginning. You're showing your representative. Your representative is going, hey, I'm going to represent myself as this and that towards this person because I need them to trust me, right? I need them to trust me. I need them to believe what I am saying. So I'm going to act like this. I'm going to talk like this. I'm going to say this and that because their intentions for that person is not healthy. Okay. These are the attentions that is attached to love, to get this person to love you so you can manipulate them. Okay. You're deceiving them so you can't control them, right? You're manipulating them. You're manipulating the situation, right? Your whole goal is to be something that you're not, to pretend that you are someone that's genuine so you can get this person trust, right? But really your intentions is only to control, to get yourself in a space where you're financially secured with their money. Okay. Deception. Now I want to go into another one. Exploitation. Right? And this has, it's the same thing. What can I get out of them? And then if I don't get what I want out of them, how can I expose them? Right? Their whole intentions is to expose someone, to find out, to get close to them, to find out what it is, whatever secrets, whatever it is that it is about them that you can expose. Okay. And all of this comes with unhealthy intentions. Now, some people view cultural, okay, not being in the same category as unhealthy intentions. All right. It's kind of like something that you're born into. Right. And I'm saying this because people are born into, for example, right? You have so many cultures that their whole thing is you have to marry into a family with status, right? There's no way in hell, right, that you're going to marry someone that is less than or poor, right? They have the status within the culture. They have the status within the family that you have to marry someone of status, someone that has money, someone that's rich, and it really doesn't matter what country you in. There could be one culture that sees this other culture as, oh, they're poor. But what you may perceive as poor, I know there are some places like in Africa, in the village, where, now I'm not saying that Africa is not a rich place, baby. Africa has cities, baby. It's trust. It's all that, okay? It's beautiful. But in every culture, in every country, you still deal with the people, the village people, the Aboriginal people, right? And you're dealing with what they would consider, for instance, right? This family may have, I'm just throwing numbers out here, right? I'm exaggerating a little bit, but this family over here may be well off because they have more livestock. You get what I'm saying? They have more animals. They're rich in that. So a lot of cultures define being well off and rich in a whole nother different way that you may consider what rich and being well off means, right? And so within that, you have them going, no, you're not, no. They're telling their daughters, and it's everywhere. They're selling off their daughters at a young age because this family is well off. You're going to marry into wealth. So is that something that's healthy or unhealthy, right? So some people may consider that as healthy because they're like, okay, this is our culture. We're born into this, right? So I just wanted to bring that up as far as cultural. Do you think that that's in an unhealthy or healthy way? But you know what? Some people may view it as healthy because it's like, no, you're setting the standards for your family, for your lineage, right? We don't marry into nothing else other than wealth, right? But have you thought about this, right? Because there's a lot of cultures going, no, you're going to marry this person. And it doesn't matter that you don't know each other, that you don't love each other. You'll get to love this person. But I've heard stories, right? And we see movies and we see things. And sometimes, is it okay to marry your child off when the person that she's marrying is abusive just because they have money? Is that fair? Is that fair? Because you're willing to sell your daughter to this wealthy man, but he's abusive. So when they have kids, he'll be abusive to them. Are you telling her that she has to sacrifice who she is for the betterment of the whole family, even though it's taking her pride, it's taking her innocence, it's taking everything that makes her who she is, right? Is that fair? Is that fair? I want you to really contemplate, because a lot of women that I know in other countries that is cultural to marry into wealth, there's a lot of women who die. There's a lot of women that kill because they're put in a position that because of my family wants me to marry off in wealth. And I'm even here in America, I've experienced that, dealing with men with money. Men with money can be very controlling and abusive. I'm not saying all, but I want you to think about that, okay? I really want you to think about that if you're the family that does this, all right? Think about the child. Really, really think about it, all right? So, let me put a little dust back in. Let me put a little dust back up in here. You know why? Because I needed to clear this. I wanted to clear that out. I wanted to clear that energy out. But let's get into the healthy. Let's get into the intentions, right? Of the healthy relationships. Intentions attached to love, beautiful ones. And so, just like the unhealthy, I wanted to bring in the healthy, right? Now, baby, I ain't got no water. I got a bunch of ice right here, and I just want to munch, but I'm not. I'm going to hold off. Now, let's get into what is healthy as far as intentions, right? Because no matter what, if you're with someone, if you're loving someone, it should be about, all of it should be about loving healthy, right? Your intentions should be pure. Your intentions should be something that's beautiful. Your intentions should never be to cause harm or hurt to someone, to come into their lives and pretend, right? That's just not cool. All right. So I wanted to talk about the healthy intentions. When you're in love, when you're in a relationship, what does that look like? So I wrote some things down. Cultivating emotional security and well-being. What does that look like? What is that? That's when you're prioritizing personal growth and self-love. Now, y'all know that Larissa don't pronounce every damn thing right, okay? So you know what I mean, all right? Prioritizing. Now, I'm going to have to say this shit slow for you to understand it. Prioritizing personal growth and self-love, right? Creating supportive and safe environment. So these are things that's done on purpose to make sure that your person is good, to showing that you have good intentions, right? That you're creating a supportive and safe environment on purpose to let your person know that I love you and I come with genuine intentions about this love, right? And you're going to make sure that you put in the work on purpose to show personal growth and self-love, right? Because how can you be so adamant about loving someone if you're not loving and growing yourself, right? The both of you should be showing that to each other. Okay? Then we're talking about nurturing a healthy and flourishing connection. Because if you say I love you, you should want a healthy connection, right? You should want something that's healthy and also flourishing. Meaning that we're making this work. We're taking step by step. We can see what we're doing now. We can see the good effects that it's going to have later on. What we're putting in, the work that we're putting in now for this relationship is going to flourish. It's going to be good. We can see this later on that it's working. We can see the fruits of our labor later on. The seeds that we're putting in, right? The seeds that we're planning for a good connection in the future. We're doing that now so we can see it later, right? And what does that look like? That means you're open, honest, and vulnerable communication, right? Showing kindness and respect, trust, providing support and appreciation, right? The compliment and admiring each other, sharing your passions and affections, baby. That is pure love. That is showing someone that I'm here, that I'm showing up. I treat you with respect and kindness. I trust you, right? That not only are they providing support, that you're providing support and appreciation to them also, right? You're showing appreciation. You letting them know that you are appreciated, that I appreciate you. And this is something, you guys, I'm not saying that this is something that you just got to be so gung-ho about every day. Because everyday life, right, it gets in the way. It settles in. But I promise you, if not weekly, at least, find time within that week or 2 week period where you let your person know. Now, if you got somebody to tell you this every day, hey, baby, it's a beautiful thing, okay? But what I don't want to happen, because so many times people get in the habit of every day, and then sometimes you just get like, and then that fades away, right? But if you can mindfully, and if it just happened naturally, that's a beautiful thing. But sometimes life get us to where, we kind of forget our spouse because you work and you're doing this, you're doing that. But I want to encourage you to always show that person appreciation and support and whatever they're going through, right? Compliment them. If it's just you leave something on the fridge, if you text them, you know what I'm saying? If you just leave a little note, I don't give a damn if you go to the 99-cent store, baby, and get a 99-cent card. I don't care if you write a poem. I don't care what it is. I don't care if you just give them a call for running bath water. Something to show them. Compliment them. Hey, you look nice. Even if it was the night before or something, babe, I'm meant to tell you that what you had on was nice. And ladies, when it comes to compliment and admiring, let me say this. We have to do better with our men. It is okay to compliment your man. Okay? He likes that too. He wants to know that you still find him attractive. Because you'll get mad when them outside women give him all the damn attention. And honestly, all he wanted is from you. He's going to smile. He's going to take it in. But he's going to be like, damn, I wish my babe said that, So ladies, let's pick it up on the compliments with our men, right? Having a vulnerable communication is a beautiful thing. You have to trust each other. You have to be kind and respect each other to have that vulnerable communication, right? It is so important for you and your person to be able to say, hey, babe, this is how I'm feeling. And you honestly listen to them, right? And with your response, be kind and be respectful with your response, because if you love this person, you want them to be able to come to you and communicate. You don't want them to be scared. right? Because of your response, take in what they say and then find a way to be supportive about it, right? Giving affection, sharing your passion. And when your love comes to you and say, hey babe, this is what I've been thinking about doing, don't downplay what they talking about. Don't reject what they talking about, their passions and what they want to do. Don't do that, right? You want to be the one that they come to with their ideas or their thoughts or their creativity or what they have a passion for. You want to be their cheerleader, beautiful ones. Okay? Navigating challenges, building resilience, right? What does that look like? Practicing healthy conflict resolution, forgiveness, committing to growth and improvement, maintaining boundaries for well-being, right? Approaching things with love and clarity and purpose, beautiful ones. Okay? That's what that looks like, right? Navigating the challenges, building resilience. What that means is when you practice healthy conflict resolution, forgiveness, communicating to grow and improvement, maintaining boundaries, what they're saying is it's like this, right? We're going to create a system in our relationship that when a conflict occurs, we know how to communicate. We listen and take in before we respond. We find a way to improve the way we communicate, right? And maintaining boundaries for both well-being, right? Meaning that if your person say, babe, let's take a break for this conversation. Can we come back in 15 minutes to continue this conversation? You should be able to say yes. Because what they're saying is that they're creating a boundary for themselves to cool off, to rethink, right? To come back with a positive resolution, right? It's something that if you love somebody, you'll be willing to do this because your main goal is to make it. Your main goal is to, I love this person so much, I want to be with them, that I want to be with them. And so I'm willing to do everything that we both feel that we need to do to make this work, right? You're both going to put in the work to make it work because that's how much you love each other. That you show appreciation, that you show kindness, that you show, awareness of what they're talking about, that you be aware of what's going on. And even when you see these things slacking, that you take the initiative. You don't wait for them because you feel like they should do it first. You take the initiative to say, you know what, I love you, babe, and I've been noticing that we're slacking on this, that. How can we work this out? How can we make this better, right? It's all about communication and how you communicate with that person you say you love, right? The understanding. Now, I understand if things get in the way, right? You may have someone that they dealing with their own issues, whatever that may be, right? Understand this when it comes to boundaries. I'm not saying lose yourself for a relationship. And what I mean by that, if this person is abusive, if they have substance abuse, if they're physical abusive, if they're emotional abusive, I'm not saying sacrifice yourself for love. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that if you're in a healthy relationship, if you and that person are really putting in the work to make things right, to make things better, to make things not even go there in the first place, then it's worthy. It's worth it, okay? It's worth it, beautiful ones. You guys, I wanted to come and I wanted to really dig in and give you, like I said, this podcast is about sex, love, and relationships. And once again, we could get grimy and we could do all these things, beautiful ones, okay? But the most important thing is at the end of the day, if you're in a relationship and you say you love each other, growth. I'm all about communicating and growing when you say you love someone. So I love also when I do the topics on relationships and love, right? Because sex is fun. Yes, sex is sex. But sex really don't mean nothing if you don't have that connection, if you don't have no bond. If you're in a relationship and you're not talking, how great is sex going to be, right? If you're fighting all the time, how great is sex going to be in that relationship? And so I love when there's topics on relationships and love, right? Because we're going to get to the heart of the situation. We're going to get it to the bottom of the problem. So we can push forward, right? You guys, I was going to do a love reading. But I promise to do a love reading next topic. Beautiful ones, follow, share. Also, if you want to support Watermelon Thick, beautiful ones, I do readings, and I also go by Odomi Shalewa, okay? And so if you want to support Watermelon Thick, my cash app is Odomi Shalewa. I'm using that for now, right? Odomi Shalewa. ODOMISALEWA. Okay. And you can add at gmail.com to that also, beautiful ones. Just to email me. Matter of fact, watermelon-thick at gmail.com. WATAMELONTHICC at gmail.com, beautiful ones. That's if you want to support me. But if you follow me, I would love you guys to comment, beautiful ones. Yes, the email, send me your email if you even want to be a guest on Watermelon Thick, okay, beautiful ones. To all my shout outs to everyone that's listening in America, I love you. Australia, once again, beautiful ones. Yes, I love you, Australia, baby. Bangladesh, there you go, I got it right. Bangladesh, baby. South Asia, beautiful ones. Mwah. I love you. United Kingdom, what's up, United Kingdom? Yes. Israel, blessings, protection, beautiful ones. To everybody that follow and listen to Watermelon Thick, I thank you so much for your energy. I thank you for your time. I thank you for your love. Yes. Peace, love, light, and lots of sex. Mwah.